kill me and his kid if this is my life. This cannot be my life. This will not be my life. And I promise you, God got to open the doors. I think he really heard me. He said, okay, she must be serious this time.
She always got something to say. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did.
We gonna cry a little. We gonna laugh a lot.
I like her.
Hear real shit.
Keeping it real.
In the right spot.
Come on,
Let's
y'all.
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Jamaica. Of course, if you are new here and you don't know what to do here, you don't know what we gonna get into, how we gonna get into it, that's okay. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and just like that, you are a jewel forever for the rest of your life. If you haven't been here and you are still here, what the fuck is up? I have content for you all that's about to be posted, so make sure you are subscribed and your notification bell is on, because you're just not going to want to miss all this information, all these jewels I have for my lovely jewels. First of all, it's Sunday. I have on my Bears jersey. However, they have not been winning. Crazy. It's not crazy they have not been winning. I just feel like after so many years, y'all ain't trying to start winning. Anyways, it's Sunday. If you are subscribed and your notification bell is on once again, then you'll need this going into the week. It's very, very hard. When you know tomorrow is Monday, when you know your vacation is over, when you know your relaxation period is over, and you have to go into the week. Mondays are always hard. For me, Mondays excite me, because I know the guy has a plan for me, and I know it could fall on Monday, it could fall on Tuesday, it could fall on Wednesday. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Okay. It can happen. The blessings do not have expiration dates. Your blessings do not have dates on which they can fall on and they cannot fall on. Your blessings are out there. They are for you. Let me just share a story with y'all. If y'all have not watched any of my past videos, I was homeless for 4 years with my child. I struggled for 4 years. And then I got to a point where I said, you know what? I got to just let God have this, because obviously what I am doing is wrong. I don't care how I got up every day and how determined I was every day. I didn't get anywhere, because I realized that I am trying to control the situation. And so on Sunday, going into Monday, we have this idea that our plan is going to go like this. This is the plan for the week. This is the plan for Monday. And so it's so easy to get let down when your plan does not go as planned. When I was homeless, I got to a point, I think it was the last year of my homelessness journey, where I said, you know what, I'm going to let God do it. I stopped getting up every day with a plan. I just got up. And I was like, God, I don't know what's going to happen today. I'm going to walk through it 24 hours, and I'm going to just see what you got for me. I'm not going to have a plan. I'm not going to have any expectations. I'm not going to put any expectations on myself, and I'm not going to expect from others. I'm going to allow you to move in my life from here on out. And I was happy. It's crazy to think that you can wake up homeless with no idea where your life is going, and no idea what's going to happen for you, and no idea of your blessings, where they are, who has them, the angels you might come into contact with, and you just got to trust God. I just trusted God. And so now on weekends, I'm excited about Monday, because I know it's a business day. I know it's a day where people are going to go into the office and they're going to move, but they're going to move for me, because God is setting them up. I'm doing too much trying to plan. I'm doing too much trying to hope that the email that I sent or the voicemail that I left, they get, and they have this idea like, okay, I'm going to give it to Jamaica. I'm going to say yes to Jamaica. No, I wake up, I do as I normally would, and I leave everything else to God. Now, this does not mean don't plan, okay? This does not mean just wake up and hope that your degree falls on your table. I'm saying do your part, but allow God to do his part. And don't try to do your part, and don't try to do God's part. Don't try to force anything. Just know that what you put out, if you've put out all you can put out, if you're doing all that you can do, and you're doing it continuously, you will reap the reward. Even the Bible says faith without work is dead, which means you got to do some work. But you got to have that faith. Once you do your work, let the faith do what it's supposed to do. Do not put too much on yourself. Do not put your expectations up so high. Do not put the expectations of others up so high. Do not put so much pressure on yourself. Allow God to work. Trust that you are doing all that you can do. If you are doing all that you can do, don't half-ass it. Don't do just a little bit. Give it 110%. And watch how God gives it 200%. And watch how God multiplies it. And watch how God comes in and maneuvers pieces of your puzzle that you didn't even think you could move. That you know you can't move, but you didn't even think God could move is what I was really trying to say. God can do anything and everything. Before you even get out the bed, you got to wake up and say, God, I don't know what's going to happen today, but I know you are in control of it. I'm going to move how I need to move because I know you got the rest of it. I know you want what's best for me. I know you know my future, my journey, what it holds, and whether it's good or bad, it's what's best for me. It took me a long time, I'm not going to lie to y'all, to catch on to that. It wasn't until my last year of homelessness when I realized nothing I'm doing is working. Nothing. I mean, I was getting up, I was moving, you guys. I was moving, I was doing stuff, I was making phone calls, I was online, I was leaving voicemails to people all through the weekends. I mean, I felt like I was doing it all and nothing was working because I was doing everything except giving it to God. And it's so hard to relinquish that control, especially when it's your life and the lives of someone that you love, like your children or your spouse or your significant other or whomever, to the hands of faith. It's hard. It's hard to do because you want to control it. You want it to work out in your favor. So you know, I can only know it's going to work out in my favor if I do the work. But there's something beyond just doing the work. It's trusting. It's knowing, okay, I'm doing the work and I'm going to let it sit. I'm doing the work. I'm going to do my part because God told me to. Then I'm going to let God do his part. For some of us, that theory may even be doing nothing at all. Sometimes there's nothing that we can do. Even if we do our part, there's nothing. Stop. Just stop. A lot of us are afraid to stop because we feel like if we stop, what's getting done? God's part. God is doing his part. You got to trust it. You got to not worry. And that's hard to say. Trust me, that's hard to say and that's hard to do. You got to be happy. I don't know what your happiness looks like. What I know is if you go to God, he'll tell you. What I know is if you just pray before you move, he will put the magnifying glass on your purpose and your happiness. When you go into this week, when you wake up tomorrow on Monday, even if you feel like I open my eyes and I open my eyes on the wrong side. I'm feeling ill. I'm feeling eerie. I'm not motivated. I'm not happy. It's Monday. Pray and say, God, I'm feeling this way. I don't know what you have planned for me. And allow God to resonate in your body and in your mind and in your spirit and in your heart and in your soul. And then you just get up. You take it one day at a time. I'm not telling y'all this because it's impossible. Trust me. Being homeless on the streets without knowing anything, it's hard. If you are watching this video from your bed, from a bed, you are ahead of somebody that's watching this video from outside. You are ahead of somebody that don't even know this video is out because they don't have access to a camera, phone, or any piece of technology. When I was homeless, I used to go to the library. So many homeless people are at the library. Why? Because it's warm. It's an enclosed space. They can sit, and it gives them something to do. I was one of them. I took my son all the time because I wanted him to do something. And I was doing applications and doing whatever, and sometimes I just needed to sit. If you are watching this video from your phone, you are ahead of somebody. If you are watching this video from a bed, I ain't saying it's got to be your bed. I know couch hopping. I know shelters. I know group homes. If you are watching this from any of those spaces, from a bed, you are ahead of somebody. That's a blessing. That's something to be happy for. That's something that should make you get up and get out and be like, okay, God got me. I know he do because I'm in a bed. I'm enclosed in some walls. It's about to be cold depending on what state you live in. And you take that and you keep pushing and you keep going. And you wake up on Monday, if you got cereal, if you got breakfast, if it's being made for you, if it's coming from a shelter again and it's just there for you, I don't care where it is, you're ahead of somebody. And I don't say that to demean your situation because I cannot tell you that your situation is not bad. What I can tell you is, and what you should know is, there's somebody out there with less than you. They're probably grateful. So you damn sure should be grateful. For real, you should be grateful. You should be, it's the smallest things. It's the smallest things, you guys. I promise you, I will not lie to you. It's the smallest things. Remember those things. On this Sunday, when you go out there and you go on about your day, when you sitting in your house, when you listening to your music, just say, you know what, God, I am grateful. I didn't like shelters. Oh my God, I could not stand them. Oh my God, I used to wake up and leave first thing in the morning. Feed my son and then leave. I was grateful. Like, okay. I'm sharing a bathroom, one bathroom with 7 women and their kids, but I'm grateful. I might not like the food that they're serving, but I'm grateful that my son gets to eat it. I'm grateful that as opposed to being out there, I'm in here. When I wasn't even sleeping in shelters and I couldn't go to any more shelters and I started sleeping in my car, wow. I went from a place to a car. But I'm still grateful. I still have that gratitude. And then guess what? I went from my car to nothing. Literally outside, riding the bus around, sleeping outside, walking all night with my son because we didn't have anywhere to go. We didn't have a car at that time. Somebody broke into my car. I ended up donating it because it was useless at this point. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to walk the streets with him. And I made it seem like it was a game. So that movie with Will Smith and his son, that was me. I kid you not. That was me. And I watch it and it touches me all the time because you would never think, and you should think, but you wouldn't think that things like that can happen to people, but they're happening to people. And so I went from having a shelter, a bed, to having a car and being warm to nothing out on the streets, trying to figure it out. And I was still grateful with, at that point, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was like, okay, God, you gotta take the wheel because I'm about ready to jump off this earth right here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill me and his kid. If this is my life, this cannot be my life. This will not be my life. And I promise you, God got to open the doors. I think he really heard me. He said, okay, she must be serious this time. Because he started opening doors. But where I am now, gosh, I'm so grateful for it. I can promise y'all my refrigerator is empty right now because I cannot get approved for EBT because I make too much money. When I say too much, I mean I make enough to pay my bills. But my refrigerator is empty, but I'm so grateful because every day God allows me to put a meal in front of my child, and I appreciate that. I'm so grateful that I get to get up every day with the opportunity to change my current situation. I'm grateful. So today on this Sunday, be grateful for right now. Wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to let God do it. I'm going to do my part and I'm going to let God do his part. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to smile. I appreciate that. And listen, when I say smile, sometimes every day ain't a smiling day. I know. Sometimes I'm not smiling, but I promise you I'm grateful in my mind. And then it gets me to a point where God's like, okay, you will smile. And so even if I don't start my day off smiling, I am praying so much mentally in my heart and in my soul and my spirit that by 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I'm smiling. God has entered the room in my body. I'm smiling now. I get it. I started off rough, but God said, hold on, I got you. Let's straighten this out. And I could have been told no the whole day, but I'm smiling at about 12 o'clock. You want to know why? Because God says, this is not it for you. You have a chance. You have an opportunity. You have legs. You have arms. You have breath. You have everything that you need, Jamaica. Do not worry about the world. Worry about what's in front of you right now. And I'm on your side. And I'm going to fight for you. And go on. And so I take that with me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Whew, listen, Friday, I'm so excited because it's going to be Saturday. I don't want the video to be too long. I want to come on here and just give you a little bit of motivation. And I hope that it reaches you. I hope that it touches you. I hope that it wakes up your spirit to say, you know what? I could be like this. But why? Look around me. Look around you. God has done so much in your life. God will continue to do so much in your life if you allow him to, if you let him. If you be grateful for what's in front of you right now, God will say, okay, I can give this person more. I can do more. I can do less. I tell God all the time, if you do nothing else for me, I owe you everything because you have done enough. And that shows my gratitude beyond. So I just want to share that with you guys on this Sunday. I love you. I hope that wherever you are watching this video, that it keeps you. It keeps you. And it stays with you. And you stay with it. And whenever you need to watch it, whether it's on a Sunday or a Wednesday, the message still applies. You are awesome. You are great. You just got to get there. You can do it. You can do it. I don't care what nobody else says. You can do it. Jamaica is telling you, you can do it. So go do it. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.